Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be updating the cart automatically so that when you add an item to the cart we want to dispatch just like we did inside our cart livewire component where we're listening for cart.updated. We want to do exactly the same thing, but this time we want to head into a navigation component. Just not listen for it here. And all we just want to do is dispatch cart.updated. Let's head back in here, select the color blue, and without even refreshing the page, we're now able to automatically get the quantity of items in here. Now, this is the moment it's statically programmed. This is not retrieved from any database or sort, so we want to essentially head in now and retrieve it from a database. So if we head inside the card item here, that's fine, that's perfect. And we also want to head into card item.data.php. In here, we want to go in and we want to essentially grab the quantity inside here. So we want to say item quantity. The moment that's one, but if I head into the database, I just want to head into my relevant database here. I'm just going to go in and set this to 200. You can see we now have 200 items. Now obviously these two buttons doesn't actually do anything. So that's something as well we want to do. We want to be able to increase and decrease the quantity. We want to be able to increase the quantity by adding the same product in instead of having two products listed. We want to nest them together and just say there's 200 of them, like right here, instead of going for somewhere into products t-shirt, adding in the color blue, and now it says we have two items. We want this to count as one item with a certain set of quantities instead of being multiple ones. And if I then go back into the product now, I'm just going to go in and select the color blue, add it into the card. Let's head back into our card manager. So I'm going to go ahead and close some of these off. Inside card manager's PHP, what we want to do is we want to essentially check if this quantity, this product ID and or variant ID exists. So let's head back in here and say, before we even create anything, let's say item equals card item, and we just want to see if the product ID and or variant ID matches. In that case, we want to, for now, just head in and item on the item before we even do anything. So let's head back in and we get null. So that's because we don't have it. If we now, oh, sorry, we need to obviously select the right one. If we now head back in, item on the item, we have it here. Now, at the moment, we want to make sure that obviously the card that we have is also the same. We don't want to look at other users' card. So what we want to say is where card ID is the same as this get card ID. So if I now head in and I add it, we're still die-dumping on it, we are getting a result. But if this was a different person's card, it would be a different story because it only is the card ID that you are on right now we want to check. So in the case that we already have it here, what we want to do is not even go in here and actually create anything. So we just want to say if item, then we just want to say item quantity and increment it. by the quantity, which is by default 1, and save it. So that's it. That's everything we want to do here. So if we head back in now, I select the color blue, and that's not working, so let's just double check here. We are just gonna double check if the item even goes into this iteration here. So let's delete that one there, head back in, and that looks fine. So we did find it, but it still doesn't seem to have worked out. So let's go back in. Okay, now it seems to work. I think we may have had to refresh the page. So yeah, now if I go in here and I click increment quantity, it just goes up to 5. So with that done, we're now able to automatically display the update to the card and how many items there are. And we are now basing it upon if they are related, we are gonna go in and add them in together here. And I think that should be everything for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.